Watkins. Today we're going to journal page 25, point slope form. The line with a slope m that contains a point x1, y1 can be described by the equation y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. All right, let's take a look at the first example. Example number 2. Enter an equation in point slope form for the line. Slope is 1 and the point is -9, -1 on the line. So the slope is 1, x1 is -9, and y1 is -1. So we're now going to plug those values into the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So that's y minus y1 is -1 equals the slope is 1 parentheses x minus -9. Well, when you subtract a negative, that becomes positive. So that's y plus 1 equals 1 parentheses x. When you subtract a negative, that becomes positive, so x plus 9. So there's your equation in point slope form. All right, go and finish up example 2. All right, let's take a look at example 4. Enter an equation in point slope form for the line. The slope is 0 and the point is 9, 8 is the line. So the slope is 0, x1 is 9, and y1 is 8. So we're going to use the form y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So that's y minus y1 is 8 equals m is 0, x minus x1 is 9. And we are done. There's your equation. All right, go and finish up example 4. All right, example 5. Enter an equation in point slope form for the line. The slope is 1/9 and the point is 1/3 is on the line. So the slope is 1 divided by 9. x1 is 1, y1 is 3. Okay, so that's y minus y1 is 3 equals m is 1/9 parentheses x minus x1 is 1. And there's your equation in point slope form. All right, go and finish up example 5. For example 7, enter an equation in point slope form for the line. All right, so first off, we have to find slope, and using slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, where this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Okay, so y2 is -4 minus y1 is 4 divided by x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is -4. So -4 minus 4 is -8, divided by, when you subtract 4 minus the -4, that becomes plus. So 4 plus 4 is 8. -8 divided by 8 is -1. So your m value is -1. x1 is -4 and y1 is 4. So now we know we need to use y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So that's y minus y1 is 4 equals m is -1 parentheses x minus x1 is -4. So we have y minus 4 equals -1 times, when you subtract the negative, becomes plus, so that's x plus 4. And there's your equation in slope-intercept form. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, point-slope form. Not slope-intercept, point-slope. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right. So we're given 2 points. So x1 is 8, y1 is 8, x2 is -2, and y2 is 8. So we need to use those points to find slope. So y2, that's 8, minus y1 is 8, divided by x2, which is -2, minus x1, which is 8. Well, 8 minus 8 is 0, divided by -2 minus 8 is -10. 0 divided by -10 is 0. So that's y minus y1 is 8 equals m is 0, x minus x1 is 8, and there is your equation. All right, go ahead and finish up example 8. All right, let's take a look at example 9. So x1 is 2, y1 is 1, x2 is 4, y2 is 4. We're going to use those points to find slope, so that's 4 minus 1 divided by 4 minus 2. Well, 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2, so your slope is 3 divided by 2. So that's y minus y1, which is 1, equals 3 divided by 2. X minus x1 is 2. Okay, so there's your equation. Let's take a look at the next example. All right, example 10. Solve the problem using the equation in point slope form. An oil tank is being filled at a constant rate. The depth of the oil is a function of the number of minutes the tank is being filled, as shown in the table. Find the depth of the oil in 60 minutes after filling begins. All right. So we first need to find the equation. So x1 equals 0, y1 equals 3, x2 equals 10, and y2 equals 5. So we're going to need to find slope first. So slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that's y2 is 5 minus 3 divided by 10 minus 0. Well, 5 minus 3 is 2 divided by 10 minus 0 is 10, which reduces to be 1/5. Okay, so we use the form y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, so that's y minus y1, which is 3, equals m is 1/5, x minus x1, which is 0. So our equation is y minus 3 equals 1/5 x. Now, they want to know, find the depth of the oil in 60 minutes. Well, x is time, y is depth. So in this case, x equals 60, so we're going to plug in 60 for x. So we have y minus 3 equals 1/5 times 60, and we're going to solve for y. So first off, y minus 3 equals 1/5 times 60 is 12. Add 3 to both sides. Y equals 15. So the depth after 60 minutes is 15 feet. So 60 minutes after filling begins, the depth of the oil is 15 feet. All right, go ahead and finish up example 10. All right. Example 11. Keisha's reading a 350-page book at a rate of 24 pages per day. Use a point slope equation to determine how many pages she will have left to read after reading the book for 10 days. All right. So we need to find the slope, and we need to find x1, y1. Now it says it's reading a 350-page book at a rate of 24 pages per day. So the slope is 24 pages per day. Using a point slope equation to determine how many pages we'll have left to read after reading the book for 10 days. Now, 50-page book. So x1, the initial is days, and the y1 is pages. Okay, so the initial days is 0, and the initial pages is 350. Okay, so that's y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So that's y minus y1. So that's minus y minus 350 equals m is 24 parentheses x minus x1 is 0. Now, the slope actually in this case is negative 24 because the number of pages is being reduced. Okay? So that's y minus 350 equals negative 24x. Now, it wants to know days, so x is 10. So we plug 10 in, so that's y minus 350 equals negative 24 times 10. So that's y minus 350 equals negative 240 pages. So that means 240 pages have been read in 10 days. We're going to add 350 to both sides. So that becomes 0. You get y equals negative 240 plus 350 is 110 pages left. All right. She should still have 110 pages left to read after 10 days. All right, last example. In art class, Tico is copying a detail form from a painting. He paints slowly for the first few days, but manages to increase his rate after that. The graph shows his progress after he increased his rate. How many square centimeters of his painting will he finish in 7 days after the increased rate? So we first need m. Okay, now let's call this x1, y1. Let's call this x2, y2. So we need to find the slope, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so y2 is 400 minus y1 is 175 divided by x2 is 8 minus x1 is 3. So 400 minus 175 is 225 divided by 8 minus 3 is 5. 225 divided by 5 is 45. Okay, so now we know m is 45, x1 is 3, y1 is 175. So we use the form y minus y1 equals m, parentheses x minus x1. So that's y minus 175 equals m, which is 45, parentheses x minus x1, which is 3. Now, x equals the number of days, and y equals the area. Now, when they say in 7 days, that means x equals 7. So that's y minus 175 equals 45 times 7 minus 3. So that's y minus 175 equals 45 times 4. So then that's y minus 175 equals 45 times 4 is 180. So we're going to add 175 to both sides. So y equals, that becomes 0, equals 180 plus 175 is 355. So he will finish 355 centimeters squared of his painting in 7 days after the increased rate. All right, go ahead and finish up your example, start working on your assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.